What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Trail Talk and Evolve. I'm Matt.
Confused. Where are we?
We're gonna throw out some discs
Why are we doing it?
so that everyone that wants to get in shape knows that they don't have to go to the gym to do so.
And it doesn't have to be a boring ass anything. Go have fun. Go do something.
Pick it with the boys or the girls. Something smells like a fart right now, I'm not gonna lie. It's not me, I promise.
Let's blame it on the horses.
That's what fade is. So fade is when you throw the disc against the head, the wind, right? So this disc, how much fade is it? This has one fade, this has two fade. So if I throw this disc against the wind, and then if the wind is pushing back at it, right? The higher fade it has,
The more the
it
wind's
pushes
gonna
back.
push.
So yeah, if it's a lot of wind, which we don't have right now, use a higher fade and lower fade. I don't know.
Higher fade if there's a lot of wind, lower
Yeah.
fade if it's not. I just stay faded.
I don't know what that means.
No, you don't, but
So
here we are.
Here we are.
Addison Oaks, we got winter creeping up on us. I don't know, winter, or fall's hitting us. Temperatures dropping, leaves are starting to change colors. This is my favorite time of the year. We got football season.
Ooh, ooh.
We live in Michigan, so
Go Lions.
we have our summers are pretty warm and humid, and our falls are fucking perfect for me. I love it.
I enjoyed the fall as well. Kind of see too through this episodes, you know, a very green summertime, and you're already starting to see some of the colors change on the leaves here. And soon, you know, in further weeks, you're gonna see not only all the colors change, but all the leaves fall as well. We just paid for a year pass, which means we've committed another year to this podcast. Means we've committed another year of showing up here with you guys, hiking and doing other things.
Hiking, disking.
Hibiscus.
We'll be doing some parkour stuff in the future. Yeah,
Hope so.
find a parkour park or something and have at it. Try some different things, some new things.
Not all just about discing, but it is something that we all enjoy, so it's been a nice thing to do outside of a hike. And I think that's the big thing, is just find your thing that you like to do. It's not going to the gym, because clearly, for most people, it's intimidating. But in reality, it's only intimidating until you get in your flow. Once you find it. Should we try to go through here?
Yeah, sure.
Going on a little adventure today. God darn it. I'm really trying to make this work.
the next tee is over there.
The next tee is where?
Over there.
Oh. Trying to go back to how this was.
I was thinking, there's something you can like hook the bottom of the thing into your vest. Maybe help you keep it steady, or
That's what I was hoping, but this right here is a lock. so
it doesn't lock very good.
It locks fantastic, but the lock only allows it to go that far.
Oh, okay.
So when I unlock it, it just keeps it on a pivot.
Pivot.
Did we
Pivot.
do this one? Which one?
I think this is the last one there, Boyle. We gotta cut back. We did that one last.
Yeah.
You think we got two more?
This last half I don't remember very well.
I don't remember at all.
What's there?
Huh?
Huh?
You know what? I'll have you carry it one of these days.
The tee's right here. Unless there's another tee up there, which I doubt there is.
Like one or two, maybe. Keep following the trail till we get to the one we haven't thrown yet.
Which one is this? This is 17.
Oh, the last one's where the car's parked.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
You guys
No, that's right.
So yeah, we threw that one, and then this to there, and then
Yep.
back over there.
Well, today's the day, boys. Today's the day we're finally gonna finish out the Addison Oaks Disc Golf Course.
How much we taught today.
With the understanding, I got the influencer event today, so we gotta make sure we're doing a decent time so I can get set up for that, so we can launch these new flavors. A big thing that I want to talk about today is something that this show is kind of built on is mental health and mental health awareness. As you guys know, or if you've seen previous episodes, I've dealt with mental health depression for 11 years, and realistically longer, because I count the last 6 years of me being free from it as not in it. But in reality, I've dealt with 14 days, or 13 days now, which is under 2 weeks worth of time in the last 6 years of back in that spot. And some of it's self-inflicted when I get so deep in my head that I'm convincing myself I'm the biggest piece of shit in the world and everything I'm doing isn't worth it. But I know that it's all in my head. I'm making this stuff up. And that's why it's been progressively easier for me to pull myself back out of the slump, because I know that these words in my head and this convincing of the bad person I am isn't necessarily true, but I'm just stuck in my head convincing myself that I am the case. So I had last week, right before the pod, the day before the pod, I had a really rough mental health day. And in the past, I would never tell anyone. I would just be quiet and be in my own zone. But I thought it would be important for me to share about it. So when people ask what's going on, I would just say I'm having a mental health day. So that was really a big leap for me as far as communication, as far as getting through this, as far as talking about what I'm dealing with. Because again, I would just fight through. There was 11 years that nobody even knew how bad my depression was, because I would just put a smile on and everything is fine. But again, this only took me 2 days to get out of, whereas I was stuck for 11 years straight for the longest time. So big thing I wanted to talk about is just mental frameworks and how I pulled myself back out of the depression. Now, this is 6 years in the making of figuring this stuff out, so it's not, if someone's watching this and you're in a deep depression, it's not that you're just gonna magically get out. But here's some skills that have helped me overcome, and mental frameworks is the biggest one. So we said it in the car. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be with the knowledge and information I have today. I had this habit of always feeling like I'm behind and I'm not doing enough, and with the understanding I know that I work harder than most people, I still get in my head so deep about stuff, thinking that I'm not doing enough. So reminding myself that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be with the knowledge and information I have today really calms me down and brings me kind of back to earth with a lot of this stuff, because I know that I'm giving my 100% every day, and I just need that daily reminder for myself to make sure I keep pushing and keep going on the right direction. So mental work. You know, you go to school to be a doctor, you go to school to be a lawyer, you go to school to be a chemist, or you go to the army and they teach you how to be an army man. You go and they do all these things and they teach you how to be a certain way. But there's no schooling that teaches you how to take care of yourself. And I feel like that is should be the number one priority in all of our lives, is how do we take care of ourselves? How do we love ourselves? And you can't really love or take care of anyone else if you don't have that inner love itself. So, you know, it's important to, when you look in the mirror, remind yourself that you're doing your best, right? And if you're not doing your best, start seeking out ways how to become better. And that's talking to yourself. For me, it's how I talk to myself is such a huge part of all of it.
Oh, real talk, though.
Yeah.
You don't want to bullshit yourself.
Yeah.
You want to be straight with yourself. Mm-hmm. Honest with yourself.
You can't just be like, oh, everything's fine, I'm doing my best, while you sit and scroll for 4 hours on TikTok a day. Look at your screen time. See what you're spending time on. Once you can see that, you can see, okay, am I doing the things that I need to do? So I think it's important to just pay attention, to who you are, and not only who you are, but who you want to become. Because you're allowed, the cool thing about this world is you can do and be anything you want. You just have to put in the work to get there and decide, do I want to be a person with integrity? Do I want to be a person that I guess integrity is doing what you say you're going to do. For me, that's a big thing. It's just when I say I'm going to do something, follow through and executing on it. I don't want to be known as a person that says something and then doesn't do the action at the same time.
Flaky.
Yes. So decide who you want to be. I want to be a great father one day. So I want to make sure that I become a great person so that I can teach my kids how to be good people as well. I feel like too many parents just have kids and then just live their life instead of focusing on how to train them to be the best versions. And I know a lot of, I'm not saying,
We could use the word raise. I mean, there is some training involved, but
yeah,
raising our children.
yeah.
We raise them to be the adults they should be, could be.
And it's just by setting the example, right? What you do is what they do. What you do is what they do. I've seen it too many times now, and yes, I don't have kids, but I watch. I'm very observant because I've always been a quiet kid.
Well, you're a bit of a father figure to child, at least a child.
Yeah, for sure.
Two. Well, uncle to the one. Kind of a father figure to the other.
Uncle to two, for sure. But I don't know. So like I see that, and then just that pushes me harder to become the best version of myself, so that it's less about listen to what I say and more just watch how I move. And so that's been really on top of my mind lately to be that. And I think Naps has helped a lot with that too, because I have an opportunity to. I've seen a bunch of these teens turn into 20-somethings, and it's like just how much progress they made, and what our guests say about how far this place has come as far as the experience when they walk in, and how they notice how happy everyone is to be there. Like, I feel like that speaks a lot to the family that we've built, although there's drama now where there wasn't always, and there's a little bit of back and forth. That's every family.
Yeah, you keep people together for an amount of time, and some buttons will be pushed and things will be said, but that's family.
Can't get away from that, but you can, again, do your best every day to set the tone, and that's why I really just try to set the tone for what an owner of a company could and should be. I shouldn't say should. There's no should. Should is a terrible word. But what an owner could be, and letting people know that you don't have to settle for a shitty workplace just because there's plenty of people out there like me that want to see people succeed. Although it hurts to see people leave, and it's mainly from an ego standpoint. At the same time, if the person's progressing, like, you need to be happy for that.
But if you're seeing it as, I'm going to use the word parental position, that's what you want.
Yeah,
You want them to be able to leave the nest, establish their own lives. That's the ultimate goal, being a parent.
For sure. So we talked about rest days when our shoulders is fucked up and giving ourselves the rest time. I think it's just as important to give ourselves the mental rest days too. When I noticed that I was falling back into the depression, I gave myself the day. I'm just not going to do anything. I'm gonna get the little work done I need to get done to feel accomplished for the day. For me, that was editing and posting the videos that I needed. But besides that, I'm just gonna take the time. And I think now I'm realizing that I need to do that at least once a week and give myself that at least once a week. As if not, you hear all these, at least I listen to a lot of entrepreneurs, they all talk about burnout. Burnout. You work too hard, you burn out. You work too hard, you burn out. Well, I'm grateful I haven't got to a burnout point yet in the last 3 years. I get to do what I love every single day, but I also don't want to risk it and be like, oh, I made it 3 years, and then fucking fall off, and then I go 6 weeks with just being so down and out that I can't get anything done, and then everything just starts falling backwards like how it used to. So I think it's important to take the mental days that you need. That's why I established the mental strength days at NAPS, so everyone can know that if they need that day, you can take that day to recharge and reset. Now, when I created it, I didn't really put it in play for myself. I put it in play for everyone else. So when I did need it on Saturday, I couldn't really take it just because where we were staffing wise and all that stuff. But I also know if I said to you guys, hey, I need to just leave, everyone will have my back at the same time. So at least knowing I have that, and then giving myself that Sunday afternoon and that Monday afternoon to reset and not focus on work was good for me, because I feel fantastic now. It just took me those 2 little days to get through it. And I know that even if I have bad days in the future, so far I've had way more good than bad. So I count that as a win every day of the week. Sorry for rambling. I hope that helped a little bit.
And don't be afraid of change. A lot of changes can be bad. From a mental point of view, changes can be scary. But if you focus on the scary part of that change or the negative parts of that change, yeah, it's going to feel and be negative for you. Focus on the positives of change. Change means you can better yourself in a certain way. Embrace it, move with it, change what you can. You can only control so much, mainly what you do and how you feel, how you think. You can only control that. Everything else is fucking random chaos. Control yourself and move forward. I'm not a good talker. I'm not.
No, that was great because it's true. It's change is one of the hardest and scariest things to do, especially when you've done something your entire life. Like for myself personally, like most people that come into my life see Matt as who he is today, but Matt was a party guy. Matt was live for the weekend, live for the euphoria, live for the thing for 17 years, and or 15 years or whatever it is. But it was this moment that I needed to change, and I know I needed to change because I have these crazy high ambitions, and the party lifestyle is not how you get to these crazy ambitions that I have. So taking that step away when I had to separate myself from my friends that were all partying, not saying that they're bad people, but saying that I know that if I stayed in that life, I would get stuck there. So I cried for fucking 6 months alone in my basement going through those changes because it was so hard. And I could hear the party was just this up the stairs, just this grip away. I was right there, but my want for a better life outweighed that. I'm reaching up here, this reaches down here. So it was the hardest, shittiest, scariest 6 months before things started to click over, and I was like, oh, maybe this isn't so bad. Maybe this life that I'm creating now isn't that bad. Maybe, and then understanding that things are going to start happening, I launched a podcast, and I would have never done that in my party lifestyle. So it's like, all these things started to make sense. And I'm not saying that it's easier now to make changes, but with that knowledge, knowing that really big, hard change I had to make back then was worth it now, that it's going to be worth it if I have to make big, scary, hard changes again. So, no, I think that's a fantastic point. It's scary and it's hard, but it's necessary to make changes if you want to get certain places. And it goes back to deciding who you are and who you want to be, and then making the necessary changes. Reverse engineer. This is the person I want to become. I am not that person yet, but how does a person like this act? How does a person like this move? What does a person like this do on a day-to-day? And then start acting like that until you get there. And then I also think it's important to, once you get to that, decide what the next version of yourself looks like and keep evolving and keep growing.
Don't be stagnant.
Yes.
Don't be stagnant.
Always set new goals for yourself, because the goals you set, you will reach. And once you reach them, you're going to realize what's next. So always set huge, big, audacious goals. And my first goal is just to own a business.
And then I got there and realized, oh shit, I did it. Now what? And that's why this big business, this $1 billion thing, is the next thing, because I know I'm going to spend the rest of my life chasing that goal. Whereas starting a business, I could go do that again tomorrow. You know, small goal, big goal. I want to live to 120. Crazy goal. But at least I have the rest of my life to try to get there.
100 years.
90. 91.
You're 30.
I'll be 30 in January.
Old ass.
I know, right? That's crazy though. About to be 30. But it's crazy how young I feel at 30. Like, I feel like I'm fresh early 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the older you get, the younger you realize you are.
I feel like most people say, like, oh, when you turn 30, that's when you really start to learn. It's like when you finally, like, actually wake up to the world. I feel like.
For men,
For man.
something clicks in men that more things become clear. I don't.
It started at 24 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, 24 was that big. I was like, whoa. But then again, over the last 5 years, like, it's been that every year since, right? But it was that click at 24, that 6 months that I was just talking about, sitting in the basement alone and scared and crying and fucking, that's when things started, because I decided I need to make changes. And that's when my brain started thinking differently, acting differently, moving differently. So, yeah, but it makes sense, most people at 30, because
Yeah, it's just the average age. It's obviously different for everyone because everyone's different. But
yeah, they say the average entrepreneur starts at 32. Most entrepreneurs start at 32. So I think that 30 makes sense. Yeah, I just started mine at, well, like 16 is when I started my first business, but like really had my first business. It was like 26 is when we opened Naps, but it was 24 when things started to get to that point. So I think 30, 32 makes a lot of sense for the average person. We gotta do some push-ups too.
I already did my push.
I know you did, but we gotta do some push-ups. Backpack.
no pain.
You got a lot of mosquitoes flying around.
Dude, I've been swatting them. I've been feeling them on my forehead, on my arms. What's one thing you guys are grateful for in today? Don't focus on the big overarching stuff. What's one thing you're grateful for today?
It's not raining right now. It was raining this morning a little bit. It's not raining right now.
I got to sleep. I woke up.
I
Sleep when you woke up.
Good, it's loud.
I woke up feeling refreshed this morning. That's gonna be my win.
I think if I passed in my sleep, I'd be disappointed.
For sure.
I want to see that light. I want to be aware that I'm done.
Yeah. Not just never wake up again.
Yeah.
Like, you want to die in that anime death where you fight off like 10,000 soldiers, you sit down next to a tree,
No.
thinking about your life.
Stand there and hundreds of arrows hit me. I say goodbye to my son.
It's like you fight a lot of people, swords stabbing into you, arrows in your back. Walk up to me, it's like, wow, you stand, you die standing.
Yeah.
Like, what's his name? In Vinland Saga? Where are you going?
I was looking at the river.
Show the viewers how thin this little area is that we got to get through.
I mean, it's very easy though.
Your face is very easy.
It's not far. You got that? Go low. That's not low.
This would be perfect for a tomahawk, except for those trees are just like,
Mulligan!
trees are a little too low. I feel like a tomahawk's you're either gonna hit here right away, or you're gonna hit those ones.
How good is your turn? Remember what I just said about turns?
Yeah, but that's to do with wind, I thought.
No, fate is to do with wind.
Fade is wind, turn is.
Turn it on what you will.
I'm going to do it again.
No, that's coming good.
Yeah, that was good.
You
I
got
got
some
scared.
tree love, yes
That
sir.
was damn close.
I got scared for you for a second.
Nice.
That was good. No, it bounced
Yeah,
right
bounce.
back.
I want this guy back.
Fine.
I'll find it.
Thank you, sir. So speaking
Dang
of
it.
change and bettering, in a couple weeks we got a college career fair at Stony High.
Yeah.
We're going to hit that up
Set your calendars.
so you can start making a better plan for future.
See what that looks like for you.
I can only remember the last one, the one I watched this morning. The champion throwing it.
The guy was talking about you have to make sure you make a path where you're going.
That's a good cutback. Trees ate it up though. Look at this.
You got it? So yeah, this is hole 17. Taking us pretty much all summer to get here.
This could be one of our intro noises. This.
Yeah.
It's a good noise.
Microphone quality now.
This is how we do it.
Because we have to trail talk and then evolve.
So we're gonna get to 2 holes again.
So what's been one of your guys' biggest takeaways from the last 15 weeks of doing this?
It's fun.
I love being outside. I love nature. Like, I literally find every aspect of nature fucking fascinating.
Water's very clear.
And it drives me crazy to see videos and pictures of major pollution ruining pristine forests and lakes and rivers. But yeah, I like being out in the wilds. Oh yeah, we had a visit the other day from an old friend we haven't seen in, what, months?
Talking to me?
I'm talking to listeners. No, Poppy.
Oh,
And yeah, Jackie Boy too. Jackie Boy's one of the younger kids. He started when he was 16.
yeah. 15, 16.
Now he's going to USC on the other side of the country. But he came by for a visit. It's good to see him. Good kid. Good head and the shoulders. And then Poppy Victor came by. See, as much as I hate the industry I'm currently in, met a lot of great people in my life, or in my time in this industry.
It was great seeing Vic. We worked with Vic at the Chop House, and obviously worked with him for a long time and at other places too. But he also worked with us at Naps, and his wife kind of hopped in a few days. We created a Mexican menu based off of his recipes that was just amazing. I remember that first day of us testing it out and just smashing all those tacos. I remember being so full. And Victor's, here, I made you another plate. 4 more tacos.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, Vic, I'm good. And then
So
he gave me that look like, dude, I made you these tacos. Eat them. And I'm like, I have to eat them now. I was so full that day, but the food was so good and authentic, and you really just can't beat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice seeing Vic and reconnecting with him. And
He said he was gonna come by in a couple weeks, whatever, and bring some tacos.
oh, baby. Yeah, I want to do that late night taco thing and have somebody just in there handling it, you know? I trust him to be there when I'm not there.
I mean, if you're willing to do that, like a walk-in street vending type thing.
Yeah.
So the bars downtown, you can go get some tacos. Poppy Victor tacos.
That's the thing, yeah, it would just be $2 tacos, whatever. Nothing crazy, some salsa guac. Simple, straight to the point. 2 different styles, or maybe each day a different type of taco. November through December, and see how it goes. Because we know it's going to slow down from January, and then pick it back up summertime. And just do it on fucking Friday, Saturday nights. Talk to him. Because I was going to have another person come in and do it, but I trust Victor to be there when I'm not there.
Or even, don't get my brain storming. You know how you do the hot cocoa and donuts, cider, whatever? Can use one of those carts, have a sterno chafing dish sitting there, and you can just build tacos, do street tacos right there. I mean, that would take away from business, but that time of the year we're usually packed anyway.
I'm grateful for all the people that have come through my life.
Good and bad.
Yep.
You can learn something from everybody.
Exactly. Wrap this up and then drive around for a bit. Still have time.
Yeah. You want to drive here or back in the hood?
We can do it back in the hood.
Just a quick note on disc golfing. The hole is way down there. when I have an open field like this, I want to fucking, and that's when I usually fuck up. So remind myself not to
Do it.
fuck up.
Strategy. Play chess, not checkers.
Checkers is
That's good.
That could have been better.
guys home. Why are you forgetting your phone so much?
Straighten out.
Yeah, why are you forgetting your phone a lot?
What are you talking about?
You forget it in the living room, in the bathroom.
At home, I don't give a shit. I don't need to carry my phone with me everywhere at home.
But if you don't
I don't
keep it
use
a
my phone
habit-
at home.
if you don't keep it a
How many
habit of
times
taking
have
your
I
phone-
left the house without my phone? Once this year? Today? Okay. I keep doing it then.
Yeah, it's gonna start gonna becoming a habit.
Yeah.
It's gonna become a habit.
Oh look, we grew up in a generation where you didn't have
Big old
phones.
pellet.
What was it?
Shit. Like a big one.
Big old pile of dude.
Worse. Yeah. Pick up your shit, people. It's beer.
You're shitting on the discs.
Oh, there's a poop right there.
More poop.
There's poops everywhere. Just fuck off me. Bug.
The laser.
Fucking bug.
Oh,
Look at it. Look at it. Yeah.
Oh, fuck you. It's not what I wanted.
You're gonna get stuck on the tree.
Factual evidence. Clearly now we finished this course. Here to the right, X. Yes, Brad.
Nice.
Money moves.
Hit these trees, didn't it?
What color?
Bleh.
Blue.
Here it is.
Disc City. Disc City. Yep. Good. Little roll on it.
Literally shit everywhere. Like different species of shit too.
No, but I'm not like over there where my disc landed.
Deer shit, goose shit, human shit, dog shit.
Funny
Horse shit.
Horse shit.
There's no shit over here because bear shit in the woods. Or no bear shit over here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't like this.
Oh, look at that one.
You should at least clean it.
That's candy.
Damn, what's that one movie? Where the bunny rabbits Easter?
Oh yeah, and it's Jelly game.
Yeah.
Is there? That was good. We're right by it.
One of these days we should play golf.
I'm down.
Why not?
I got a bunch of clubs we could use. I've never used them before.
The better turn. See, that one had no turn. You need a disc with
Because
turn.
it's a pooter.
Use a disc with the turn. And you disc will go.
We're good up until this point.
What you call me? Oh, get in there, bitch.
Let's go.
Oh, the other one. Don't. I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob.
Trail Talk. Evolve. Subscribe. Comment. Tell us your stories.
We love
Curious. This is call me Simon, don't call me.
We love you. Thanks for watching every week and showing up with us because we're showing up for you. Even all the
Bye.
mosquitoes.
50% for you.
Yeah.
50% for me.
We love you.
We can't throw the disc at the camera anymore because the stand.